I have the buckets ready. I have the pumps ready. It's time to move the fish.
I'm usually pretty good at catching fish. Okay, lid is coming off.
Hey everybody, Reef Girl here, and welcome to my channel. In part 3 of Moving the Reef, I showed you the process of moving the actual rock structures and the coral. Now all that's left are the fish. I'm going to spend whatever time it takes to catch them, get them stowed away in buckets with air pumps and bubblers, and take them over to the other tank. My deadline is affected by the fact that this tank is now sold, and they're coming to pick it up in just a few days. So I have to get the fish all out of here as soon as I can and get the whole system taken apart and cleaned up so that it's ready to go. I filled up several buckets of water directly from the sump and put them in the bathroom on the heated floor to maintain temperature. There were several rocks in here that I left in so the fish would have somewhere to hang out and maybe hide if they had to. I took all those out, as well as loose coral that might get in the way of the nets. First fish out was Cher, the female clownfish.
Okay, we do not want him to jump.
I used CJ's aquarium's trick of having 2 nets, using one to herd the fish into the other. And it didn't take long to get the male clownfish, Sunny. I had already been able to remove Elvis, the Midas blenny, by simply lifting up his barnacle with him in it. It's unfortunately out of camera range, but the next fish to come out was the Tomini tang, Pamela. Must have been beginner's luck because I spent a long time chasing the larger fish around with the nets. Eventually, I decided to try the fish trap. The fish spent quite a while checking this thing out, coming near it, swimming away, almost going in, changing their mind. This took a lot of patience to wait and see what they would do. Looked like the first customer was going to be the green wrasse. Oh, so close.
Oh, so you gotta pull it that way. Okay, well, at least it didn't release.
Apologies for the annoying buzzing sound. That's the air pump on the bucket that's ready to receive whatever fish we can catch next.
Oh, the door came off. Oh, that's good. The door worked. He just wasn't in far enough.
We spent quite a while waiting for the fish to get over their fear of the fish trap. There was food in there, but even that wasn't enough to get them fully through the door. We had to come up with something else. So we got a net and started herding again.
That was the trick. All right, so him, I'm pretty sure if I turn the trap upright, we can get him in here. Good herding.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take him into the other room with an air pump. Woo! Oh, almost. Poor guy.
Go.
Woo! Awesome job.
Go on in. Go on in. There you go.
Well now. What's happening?
Bubbles.
Yeah, we were so focused on getting those fish out of there that I didn't realize I was taking a significant amount of water out every time I removed the fish trap, and the pump started running dry. So we had to flip the switch and add more salt water to the sump. That problem solved, it was time to get back to catching fish.
It's way down here now. There's the gobies in behind here now. know.
Do you want to try and get the goby?
I want to squash it, buddy, but come on.
Be careful, they're so skinny.
Come on, we're so close. Go one way or the other.
This was nerve-wracking. Of all the fish, this is the one that made me sweat.
Come on up. No, we can't because the coral, the rack isn't in the way.
Don't want to squeeze him.
No, I know. There, get in there. He's in yours.
Whew, at last.
Whoa, they're jumpers. My bad. I think the net came at them and they were freaked out.
Check it out. Here's the battlefield. And take a look at the tank. It is destroyed. Like, look at the glass. Everything's all over the place. So we have a hawkfish and a green wrasse in here. And we're going to leave it for today and see whether we can get these guys in here tomorrow. So yeah. 9 down, 2 to go. There they are, the fish in their containers with their battery air pumps. Okay, so we got 8 out of 10 fish. And the ones that are here are really settling in nicely. There's Ziggy, female angelfish, Sunny and Cher, checking things out. Now the male angelfish, I'll try and catch him on the next swim around. He has got quite a mark on his nose. He was really bashing himself around in the container on the way over here. So I'm just watching for him, hoping. Yeah, he's doing a circuit now. I'll see if he's gonna come out again right here. Okay, so no fin damage that I can see, nothing major. And check it out, there's Elvis. His barnacle's down here. He does go in and out of the barnacle, but he's also found a little cave right there that he backs himself into. So I'm quite happy we're able to get him. We also got the Aurora goby, and I have not seen it since I poured the fish into the tank, so I suppose he'll be out somewhere at some point. So 8 down, 2 to go. The reef is all moved. Well, I got the gold star because I got the hawkfish and the green wrasse with nets. They're in here. Just have to turn on the bubbler. And we're ready to drive. Woo-hoo! All the fish caught. All the fish are finally in the holding tank. And yes, I did acclimate them. I mainly wanted to make sure to equalize pH and temperature between this tank and the buckets that the fish were in. So I transferred water back and forth between the tank and the buckets. The source water was trusted. It was my old tank, so I had no concern whatsoever about allowing that water to get into this tank. I knew there would be no problems with it. None of the fish was negatively affected by the move. However, unfortunately, I made a stupid mistake and I did lose most of them on August the 8th. But from the time they moved into this tank until then, they all did great. With everything now in the holding tank, the goal here is to have it all survive until my new tank is up and running. which won't be for at least another 6 months from when this all happened. So if you've enjoyed this video, I would love it if you'd hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If you also hit the notification bell, you'll be right up to date with everything that's coming, and there is a lot going on this year.